So here we can see what looks like a pretty simple sheet metal design here. We can see that we've got this dimensioned drawing that came from the customer, and what the customer is telling us is that they want the max height to be 2.5 inches. Now, this, although it looks simple, actually presents a very common problem in the world of sheet metal, and that problem is that our first sketch is going to look something like this. So our first sketch is going to define the geometry for that sheet metal being the inside edge and the inside edge here, but the dimension is going up top here to the outside edge. So let me just draw that up real quick so we can see what that's going to end up looking like. We'll go front plane, begin a sketch, S key, begin a line, create a line that comes over, a line that comes up, a line that comes over, a line that comes straight down, hit escape, make that line for construction, and then mirror this geometry across that line. We'll use a sketch mirror command here. So now if we follow the instructions from the customer and we create a dimension that goes here at 2.5, and then we launch the sheet metal base flange tab command, well, now we're going to see right away what the problem is. Let's go back into a front view. See what the problem is here? The customer really wanted this 2.5 to be the dimension from this lower edge to the very top of the model here. And this happens all the time in sheet metal. You know, the customer doesn't know what we're going to be doing as engineers or as designers. And so they just tell us this is what it needs to be. This is going to be the max height. It's up to us to interpret that and get it into 3D CAD. So one way we could do that would be to look at the wall thickness 0.125 and then just kind of add that to this dimension or subtract that from this dimension. But a more elegant way to do this is in the sketch to utilize what's called the offset entities command. So here we see we're in SolidWorks sketch mode. We can go in here to offset entities. There's an option here that says select chain, which means once we select the first line, all the other lines that are connected at the end points will be selected as well. So we're going to say select chain. We'll click on this first line here. See all the lines were selected. There's an option here to reverse the direction. So we're going to have that go to the outside for this one. You'll have to decide in your models what's correct. There's an option here for the offset distance 0.125. And this is unique to SolidWorks, but very, very helpful in SolidWorks. There's an option here to automatically change some of the geometry to be for construction. Now, when geometry changes to for construction, it gets ignored when you turn that sketch into a solid. So we're going to say that we want the offset geometry to be changed so that it becomes construction lines. And we hit the green check mark and look at that. Now we've got this 0.125 for our wall thickness. And now we can add our dimension in here to go from this bottom line to the max height. Make that 0.125. Now let's turn this, I'm sorry, not 0.15, make that 2.5. Now let's turn this sketch into a sheet metal part. So we go here, sheet metal, and we go base flange tab. And now in the sheet metal definition, we're going to say this is going to be 3 inches total. It's going to be mid plane. For our wall thickness, we're going to make this 0.125, and then for our inside bend radius, it's going to be 0.250. And now if we look at this thing in a front view again, oh yeah, that's what we want. Now our max height, 2.5, that the customer gave us is going right up here to this upper surface of the sheet metal. So we hit the green check mark, and there we go. We've created the sheet metal part. Now this is a very common tool that people use in the world of sheet metal to help make sure that they keep things in line. But it does come with one pitfall. And that pitfall is, what if the customer comes back to us later on and says they want to change the wall thickness? What if they want to make it 0.1875? So we go here to sheet metal, we right click, we say edit feature, and then we change this from 0.125 to 0.1875. Okay, and now we go out and we get 1 million of them made, and we're all feeling happy and proud of ourselves. And then we realize, oh, wait a second, that 2.5 dimension isn't right anymore. Because that 2.5 dimension, let me try and zoom in here, that 2.5 dimension was going to our offset line that we still have offset at 0.125. So now the parts end up being too tall and they don't fit, and you end up, making scrap. Nobody's happy, right? Well, there is another little trick here. In the world of sheet metal, anytime you define something as sheet metal, SolidWorks goes in and automatically creates a global variable called thickness. So after you create the sketch, you can't do this till after you make it sheet metal. So we make the sketch first. The model's not sheet metal yet. Then we choose base flange tab. We turn it into sheet metal. Well, after we turn it into sheet metal, we can go back into that sketch and edit that sketch. And then we can double click on this dimension here. And we can say that dimension is going to equal, and you press up and down here on your keyboard, it's going to equal the global variable for thickness. Enter, enter. There's the updated offset, enter. 2.5 is still going to the max height here. This is now linked to the sheet metal wall thickness. So now if we exit this sketch, and if the part, let's say, gets thinner now, so we go here to the feature called sheet metal, right mouse button, edit feature. Let's make the model thinner now, 0.090, enter, enter. Okay, and now let's rebuild. So now the sheet metal part gets thinner. Whoops, right mouse button, edit feature. Oh, I changed the wrong one. I changed the bend radius, 0.25. Here we go, 0.090. I was wondering why it wasn't updating. So change the thickness there to 0.090. There we go. Now it got thinner. Control Q to rebuild everything. And now if we look at this thing and look at this sketch and look at it in a front view, we can see that 2.5 is still going to the max and that our offset dimension has automatically updated to link to that thickness. So this is a trick that you usually learn a little bit later in your sheet metal career, using those offset sketch entities and then linking that to the material thickness or linking it to a variable. But it's one that can really save you a lot of time and make sure that you don't run into errors. Make sure that you are matching that max height per the customer specification. So if you enjoyed this tip, if you learned anything cool, let me know down below in the comments. And if you are finding yourself getting more and more into the world of sheet metal and you want to take some training with TooTallToby, we just released a brand new sheet metal course, SM101, the Sheet Metal Fundamentals. It'll teach you everything you need to know to create sheet metal parts and sheet metal drawings and export flat patterns and all kinds of other cool stuff. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.